Thank you.
Good morning, CSL.
Good morning.
I am filling in for Sarah once again this morning, so you get to put up with my ukulele. So stand as you are willing or able, and we will start out by saying thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful day. This beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful friends. My wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful day. This beautiful day. And I'll wait for the words to come up for the next song.
What's the next song?
Pour yourself in me. There we go. Pour yourself. Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
Cape.
It was a little high. I had to take the cape off.
For sure. There we go.
Let's not strain ourselves this morning. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour your love in me. Pour your love into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour your love in me. Pour your love into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Sing your joy in me. Sing your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Shine your joy in me. Shine your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit.
Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. I'm Belinda Hoshar, and it's my great pleasure to host you all today. Here at the center, we gather on Sundays, but we are so much more than a Sunday experience. We're a growing, heart-centered community grounded in spiritual principle and open-hearted love. Our vision, a world in loving partnership for the good of all. And all that starts with how we show up in this space and in this community for one another. For those of you at home joining us, thank you for joining us online via Zoom. It's a great pleasure to have you here as well, helping us to expand today's message. Thank you. And I'd like to welcome anyone who's here for the first time. Thank you for joining us. We're glad you found us. We have a gift bag for you. If you haven't already received one, you can grab one at the back of the sanctuary off the table. In that, you'll find a little bit more information about us, as well as a sign up for our newsletter so you can stay in touch with what we have going on here, and also a gift certificate for our Wisdom Through the Pages bookstore, which is closed today, but you can come back and use that gift certificate. Announcements are next, but there's so much goodness unfolding here. You want to sign up for that newsletter because you'll get the full meal deal if you access that on a weekly basis. So, announcements. Pride team, thank you. Last night was a great success. It was a great Pride weekend. We had so much fun with our interactive art installation, Hearts of the Community. You can see that by the bookstore entrance as you leave. People loved our wonderful rainbow roulette. They were both very popular last night at Pride on the Plaza. So thank you to everyone who helped out. None of it would have happened without our amazing Pride team. Big love to Teresa Valenzuela, who I don't think is here today. She was our fearless project manager, and I think Kay-Ann probably took the day off as well. She led the bookstore team like a champ for her first year in the mix. And then there was me, Belinda Hoshar. I anchored our center table, apparently, with joy and welcome. A huge thank you to everyone else as well. I see a lot of you here. Everyone showed up with trucks, heart, and love, and made it all come together and happen. So thank you for helping us to show up in a big way for the larger community. So thank you. Coming soon, our monthly board meeting is this Friday at 1:30 p.m. Those meetings are open to everyone. Please come and check it out. If you're interested or have questions about what the community's up to, we'd love to host you at that. So 1:30 Friday. Next Sunday, the 12th, we will be having a new member orientation. If you've been coming for a minute and you really want to play and step into the community, please show up after service service in the social hall next week. New member orientation to follow. Our next town hall meeting and potluck is the following Sunday on the 19th. So start planning your favorite dish. We want your homemade goods, so bring them out. One reminder: our new board members, Nancy, who's also resting today, Nancy Knickerbocker, and Sarah Ray. Sarah, raise your hand. There you go. They're kicking off a new events committee. This is all about bringing more fun, more connection, and more reasons together as a community. If you've got ideas for events or just love to help make things happen, and I know you all do, let them know, and they'll be happy to include you in that committee. And thank you for your service. It will be a great way to contribute and be part of the joy of our community life. So please consider. Power of prayer. Here at the center, we believe in the power of prayer, what we call spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. If there's something on your heart, we invite you to fill out a prayer request card. They're in the backs of the seat backs. If there's something on your mind, just drop that into either the prayer box at the back of the sanctuary or in the offering plate as it goes by. We have a team of New Thought spiritual leaders and practitioners who will pray on them throughout the week. That's all four of the New Thought, thank you, communities here in Las Cruces. And if you'd like one-on-one prayer today, look for a practitioner wearing a turquoise stole. There's a few scattered throughout. They'll be available to sit with you for a quick hit prayer after the session. We also love good news, so there's an opportunity for you to share on a card as well anything great that's happening to you. We'd love to celebrate whatever that is with you. So please take advantage of that as well. Now it's time for song, silence, and prayer. Okay?
And I invite you to sing along as you wish. Peace. In this moment, I am peace. Peace is this moment. Peace, peace, peace. In this moment is what I am. Joy. In this moment, I am joy. Joy is this moment. Joy, joy, joy. In this moment is what I am, love. In this moment, I am love. Love is this moment. Love, love, love. In this moment is what I am still. In this moment, I am still. Still is this moment. Still, still, still. In this moment is what I am.
Let us turn within and recognize the presence of Spirit here and now. One love, one power, one life is moving through all creation and through each of us. We give thanks for this time together, for words that inspire, for music that uplifts us, and for the gift of community that supports and strengthens us. We trust that everyone receives exactly what they need in this sacred space today. With gratitude and joy, we say together, and so it is. Our reading today is from Sarah Gilbert's Big Magic. Quote, I happen to believe we are walking repositories of buried treasure. I believe this is one of the oldest and most generous tricks the universe plays on us as human beings, both for its own amusement and for ours. The universe buries strange jewels deep within us all, and then stands back to see if we can find them. The hunt to uncover those jewels, that's creative living. The courage to go on that hunt in the first place, that's what separates a mundane existence from a more enchanted one. The often surprising results of that hunt, that's what I call big magic. And so it is.
I guess it's me. I'm not used to the schedule. Well, this is a song. I took a really cool course here in learning how to pray, and so I wrote a song about it. I made this song kind of like a prayer. So I hope you enjoy. This is called Happy While I'm Waiting. Architect of galaxies, the light in every life, the waves upon the ocean, the vastness of the skies. You are all around me, within me through and through. Your love is my love, and all I am is you. I'm happy while I'm waiting. Your miracle is here. Feel it in my spirit. I know it's drawing near. Take me with your energy, protected in your hand. Everyone's a miracle, shining in your plan. Your strength is my strength. Your heartbeat is my song. The river of your presence carries me along. You are all around me, within me through and through. Your love is my love, and all I am is you. Happy while I'm waiting, your miracle is here. Feel it in my spirit, the time is drawing near. Teeming with your energy, protected in your hand. Everyone's a miracle, shining in your plan. Thank you.
That was Jeff G, everybody. Thank you, Jeff. That was lovely. Your lyrics are so beautifully poetic, and I can see what you're singing about. So thank you so much, and it really goes with what we're talking about today. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, good morning. It is so wonderful to be back up here with you. I took a little break. I had a little hiatus and some time away, and let me tell you, the view from up here is so absolutely gorgeous. It's wonderful to see you. Okay, I got started without being ready. Jeff, your music, it threw me off. Did I say who I was yet? Oh my gosh. My name is Yvette Trujillo, and I am a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. Here's the keeping me honest piece that never really keeps me honest, but I try, and that has to count for something. No, it has to count for something. All right. So we follow along with the global themes from Centers for Spiritual Living. So it is the first Sunday of October, and so we have a brand new theme. And the theme this month is glow up. Now, I know what this means. Like, I'm familiar with it, but it's not like in me. It's not like in my DNA the way that other terms referring to the same thing are. So I'm going to, for my own sake, and maybe for some of you that don't have the modern terminology, this is like a makeover, right? This is the before and after. So we're talking about glow up after shot. Or if you grew up in my time, we cheated and didn't have to do all the work really, and we went to go get a glamour shot. Do y'all remember that? So you got a glamour shot where they pasted on makeup and you look like a movie star, and then they curled your hair and put Aquanet, I don't know. And the softness of the light just took away any blemishes, and there was a glow. There was a glow. So glow up, right? That's what we're talking about. But what we're focusing on is the internal. Not the after picture so that you're seeing the hair and the bun, whatever the after is for you, right? Whatever. And we're looking at the inner transformation. And we have been working on a lot of stuff this year through this theme. And if you've been a part of us before, even before that, you started your work. And I don't even care if today is the first day that you walked into this room. Throughout this last year, throughout your life, you have been transforming. You have been changing and moving from the before to the after, from the before to the after, from the before to the after, right? Again and again and again and again. What I want to talk about today is the actual journey of getting from the before to the after. So the title of my talk today is The Beauty of Unfinished Work. So we're looking at the process, the middle. And you might think, unfinished work? I don't want to be unfinished. I don't want to be in the process. You're saying I'm not there yet? You're saying that I'll never arrive? What is arriving? I mean, really, there is an arriving, right? There's the goal and the thing that you want, and then there's the moment of celebration, and then what happens? Then there's the next thing. And now we have started a new journey of becoming, a new journey of unfolding. So the question I have for you today is, what if being unfinished isn't a flaw, but an essential part of this human life? I know culturally we want the after picture, right? We want the Grammy or the Oscar or the Emmy, and thank you so much, and I want to thank a tiny fraction of the people that helped me to get here. And a tiny fraction of the work and the effort and the sacrifice that it took for me to get here. It is only a little tiny fraction of that. The journey, the process of getting to the big win, to the after, is the juicy, yummy stuff. So here's the interesting part. In spirit, we know in these rooms that we are already whole, perfect, and complete, right? We talk about that all the time. We're already whole, perfect, and complete. That truth never changes. If that's the first time you've ever heard that, our belief is that all the time, every time. I don't care what the scale says. I don't care what your bank account says. I don't care what your relationship status or the health of the relationship is. Right here, right now, every moment, you are whole, perfect, and complete. But in this human incarnation, we are always unfolding. Yes? We are always discovering new ways to recognize or to reveal our true self, our authentic self, right? To align ourselves with who we really are. That is the journey to remember our wholeness. So this is an adventure. This human life is an adventure of remembering. There's a song. I'm not going to sing it because I don't have the words right now, but there's an adventure. This is an adventure. This human life is an adventure. Did you hear the adventure part? It's an adventure of remembering. Because so many times when we think about the middle, the what comes from the before to the after, it's not so much as an adventure, but a slog. Like, oh my God, this is so hard. It's rough. So I'm inviting you into the idea to look at this paradox of life, the experience of life, as actually essentially whole, but feeling incomplete and not enough, and remembering the truth of who you are, which is essentially enough, complete, whole, perfect. So we're not going to celebrate the after in this talk today. It's cool. It's awesome. But what's the name of your song that you just sang? Happy while I'm waiting. Perfection. I am happy while I'm waiting. We're not looking at the polished and improved version of ourselves, which is super cool, neato, fun for the after picture, great to celebrate and cheers your friends, whatever, high five. But what about the in-between, the struggle? The growth, the lessons, the quiet shifts of your soul. What if the beauty isn't only in the after, but in the process itself, the adventure of endless unfolding? What if? What if? What if? What if? All right, I have a quote for you, just to remind you, because Belinda read this so beautifully. The hunt to uncover those jewels that create, one more time, I can do this. The hunt to uncover those creative jewels, that's creative living. The courage to go on that hunt in the first place, that's what separates the mundane existence from a more enchanted one. Now, sometimes I'm going to break in here. Sometimes I want a mundane life. When I'm super busy and things are crazy, I'm like going from here to there. To breathe. Sometimes I long for the mundane, boring life. Or not a mundane, boring life, a mundane, boring period. But I really long for a life that is enchanted. A life that is enchanted. She goes on to say, the often surprising result of that hunt, that's what I call big magic. So that's what we want to talk about, is the hunt, right? The excavation. So one, we are always transforming. Always, we are always transforming. We are in the middle versus arriving much more of our lives. Right? We are excavating. We are working through. We are becoming so much more of our lives than the celebration, cheers, the Grammy, the Emmy, the whatever, the after picture. And we have the beautiful example of our bodies. Our bodies are always becoming. We are always transforming and renewing. So the skin renews about once every month. Brand new skin. Brand new skin every single month. It changes a little over time. It still renews. The liver regenerates about once a year, and our bones rebuild themselves every 10 years or so. We are the thing that is actually has transformation written in our bodies. It is written in our DNA. We are transformation specialists. It doesn't always feel like I know what I'm doing, but we are. And we're doing it whether we recognize it or not. And transformation can often be uncomfortable or painful, yeah? Like, I know that I experience it that way. I have some folks in my life, and God bless them, and I love them, and I don't quite yet have that experience where it can be easy, and it can be fast, and it can happen when you think it. Absolutely, I am not denying that that is possible. You can change your thinking. You can have such a complete change in your understanding of your certain situation that things can shift. You can. That is true. And also, for those of you that might be in my camp where I have not transcended needing or thinking that I need the process. That's like, it's pulled out of me. I want to have a different experience. Okay, let's go for a long ride, Yvette. That's how I tend to experience it, but is not required. Again, to be clear, is not required. So there's grief and there's loss often, and we don't want to bypass that. When there's change, when there's shift, and we can be disoriented because there's a new landscape sometimes. There's new physical challenges that we face, new abilities to navigate. But sometimes we suffer not because of the change itself, but because we resist it. It shouldn't be this way. This shouldn't be happening. It's hard. We resist it. It shouldn't be happening, we think. And so that actually, that's where I come. I step into the process, like a little pumpkin. This is so hard and it shouldn't be this way and why? And then I elongate the process and it becomes more painful versus, wow, this is what is. This is an interesting experience. This is an interesting shift. But when we reframe the question from why is this happening to what is here for me, this helps us to see the adventure of it all. Why is this happening versus what is here for me in this shift? Now, I'm not going to say that you're going to just automatically, like you could say like, what's in it for me? And I never went through the why. But when we are able to, and taking steps to get there is perfectly fine, to get to the what. I wonder what is happening here. I wonder what spirit is doing in my precious body and my leg. I wonder what is unfolding for me, because I believe that I live in a universe that is in a conspiracy for my good. I really believe that. Sometimes I forget, but I really believe that. And when I can get back to that point, that perspective of remembering that I live in a universe that is for my good, I can begin to shift into what is here for me. And this, again, helps us to see the adventure because I start looking for it. So I'm not trying to sugarcoat, again. Not trying to sugarcoat some of the difficulties that we experience when life happens, when we have transition, when we have change. But, and this is a quote from Iyanla Van Zandt, the spark of divinity is what beckons each of us to a higher, fuller experience and expression of life. The heart beckons us. We are pulled into that greater expression, into a new, more fully revealed us. We're pulled. Sorry. Why do I keep wanting? I do that to myself all the time. Like, why do I keep praying for all these different things to have a better life? It just is so hard. It's innate. It's God wanting to experience and express itself more fully as you. So, the chrysalis, the little caterpillar, is going along doing his little caterpillar thing, living his happy little caterpillar life, eating leaves. And then at some point, something beckons it forward. And it goes onto a branch and it hangs upside down. I'm not exactly sure. I just know like the little cocoony thing comes up around it. And then it melts. Yay! It melts. And a caterpillar doesn't simply sprout wings, like I'm going to hang upside down and woo, now I can fly, right? It dissolves into liquid before reorganizing. This is what, not literally, but this, it can feel like literal. This is what we go through. Something beckons us forward. We say, okay, in some way, shape, or form, I want this. So we crawl up on the branch, we hang upside down, and that change begins to prepare itself to take place. Imagine what it must feel like from the inside. What does it feel like for you when things are changing? When you are not in the after yet? Sometimes in certain aspects of our lives, we are indeed in that soup stage. And truly, one of the experiences that I've had is that sometimes I'm in the soup stage in one aspect of my life, and sometimes I'm flying, right? We're complex creatures. Both can be true. But the soup stage kind of stands out when you're having both. We are unrecognizable even to ourselves, but the chrysalis is not the end of the story. That soup, that melted way of being when we are becoming something else is not the end. And when transformation feels negative, like illness, grief, aging, hardship, that doesn't look or feel like growth. It just doesn't look or feel like growth. Yet, seeds of blessing may be hidden in there. I know as I started to walk around and have trouble walking with my little cane, it did not feel like the seeds of growth were hidden in there. And as I've continued doing my prayer, doing my work, visioning, doing all the things, because we have an amazing toolbox here, right? I'm like, okay, God, I'm doing it, right? So the experience of continuing to have some trouble with my precious body is a little frustrating, and it doesn't often feel like growth. It feels hard. It feels frustrating. But what kinds of things develop when we're in those hard parts? Compassion for others, resilience I didn't know I had. Resilience, you may not have known that you had compassion for other people who are suffering as you are now. The softening of the heart that comes when we allow ourselves to be loved. So what seeds of wisdom or compassion might be forming in the changes you least wanted? There is something that is growing within you. There is something that is developing within you through this hard time. Jim Lockhart, the author of The Beloved Community, says, safe space means that we co-create a chrysalis of support for those who are wounded, as well as for those who choose to do the deep and often painful work of personal transformation. That is what this community is for. So that when we are going through that chrysalis experience, we are not doing it alone. We don't need to. Doing it alone is very hard, as I'm sure you all know, because we all have a tendency to do that walk alone. We're not the prettiest when we're all melted goo. It's a challenging thing to do alone. Yesterday, at Pride on the Plaza, we gave away these patent hearts. Folks in our community crocheted these hearts. And what these hearts are for is to raise awareness, suicide prevention. We want to make sure, in particular, that those that are a part of the LGBTQ plus community know that they're wanted, that they're valuable, that as they walk through the process, that chrysalis of one, like just coming to the authentic realization of who we are, I'm a part of this community, realizing that I thought I was this, and now I'm realizing this is my true authentic self, that's jarring, right? That is a transformation. But beyond that is to walk in a world that doesn't accept you. That doesn't say, oh, you tell me this is who you are now? Okay, fantastic, so great to meet you. That wishes harm against you, that takes away rights from you. That is a hard chrysalis experience, and in the extreme for those folks that are a part of my community, sometimes the only thing that feels like a reasonable response is to end this beautiful life. And so we knitted these as a part of that and honoring this patent heart symbol. And they had messages. So held in love by your community, you matter. You are worthy. You are needed here. And that is what I say to each of you, whether you're a part of this community or not. You matter, and you are needed here. And when we walk through those times of melting, of being in the chrysalis, of being in the middle of transformation, and we don't feel like we are whole, perfect, and complete, when we don't remember whose and who we are, community gathers around and says, I remember you, I remember you, I remember you. You are a perfect and beautiful expression of the divine. You matter. So in this hard time, I see you. I see you. Transformation is hard, but when we do it together, and what a beautiful example our community was, to be out there, to have tables, to be talking to people, to be laughing with people, to share these hearts and let them know you are important. That's what we stood for yesterday. That's the presence of who we were, because that's who we are as a community. Hallelujah. Congratulations. That's what you stand for. And we stand for that for each other. And so it's important for us to remember that we are just like the world around us, right? The universe is forever expanding. It's not done. We are forever expanding. And sometimes when we see the things changing, right, we're in fall, I can't really tell yet, but the leaves fall and then they kind of get mushy if we leave them there. Or here, I guess they dry and just crinkle up and fall apart, right? But crinkled up and cracked up is sort of what it feels like when we're in transformation. And yet there is a renewal that comes after some rest. There is brand new baby leaves that come out in spring. There are warmer days. My invitation is that we do that together. That we remember that the middle is the journey. It's where we're finding the jewels. If you knew that you were going out onto a little hill out there and you had a tiny little shovel and a brush and you're guaranteed, like in the rainbow roulette, you're guaranteed, every spin is a win. We were saying that. You are guaranteed that in that pile of dirt, there are some jewels. You would head out there with some enthusiasm, right? I'm sweeping it away. I found one. That is what you are doing. As you go through these changes, sometimes welcome, Sometimes things that you didn't think you asked for or wanted. You're digging for jewels. And that is the magic of your enchanted life. Namaste. I invite the practitioners to circle the room as we move into a time of prayer. And if you're comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes or simply lower your gaze as we turn within. As we turn to within to remember the truth, that there is one life, one thing, one power, one presence. It's happening everywhere all the time. There is that one life that I call God, Spirit, Divine, the universe, whatever we choose to call it, it doesn't matter. It is that energy, that vibration of the Creator. And it is moving right here and now. It is vibrating in every cell of every body that can hear my voice. The genius, the joy, the effervescence, the clarity, the love of Spirit is vibrating within every cell, coursing through our veins, replenishing our skin and our liver and our bones right here and right now. That divine presence, always here, all powerful. That is the truth of who we are. And so as I remember that, I relax a little bit. My shoulders come down. The thing that created the universe, whatever it is, the thing that you can think of that is most mystifying to you. I got a jellyfish in my head right now, the glowy ones. That thing that created jellyfish, the genius, the wonder, the creativity is moving and breathing within me. It is moving and breathing with everyone who can hear my voice. We are infused by that divine presence, and it expresses through us, in us, as us. And as I know this to be true, know it in the core of my being that Spirit is embodying each and every one of us. I know that we are indeed waking up to the truth that the messy middle is where the yumminess is. The messy middle is where the jewels are. And so we become excavators. We become curious and excited about what we know is coming. It is an unfolding of a more authentic, true, more joyful us. That is what is on the horizon. But right here and right now, I have my shovel and I have my broom. I know that this can be a joyful experience, and I know that as we look within and begin to explore, where are the places that we are in the chrysalis? We can ask with confidence, where are the jewels? What are they? This is my becoming. And so knowing that this is the joy that we get to embrace about our lives. That it's not just about the after picture. It's not just about the glow up from the outside. That it is indeed the journey of transformation where the yumminess and creativity and indeed the enchantment of our lives is. And so for this truth, for this reality, and for this waking up to this as our reality, I am so deeply grateful. I'm so grateful to know that as I speak my word, that I am infused with the power of the divine. I speak it with love. I speak it with enthusiasm, knowing that it is done. And so I surrender. I surrender my word with full love and full faith that it is indeed done. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Jeff G.
The fallen leaves drift by my window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, but I know soon I'll hear a winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. Since you went away, the days grow long, but I know soon I'll hear a winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. When autumn leaves start to fall. Thank you.
My favorite song. I love that song. All right. Now we are moving into our time. Where did that page go? There it is. There it is. All right, my friends, this is the time that we have an opportunity to move into circulation, right? The giving and receiving, the contributing to this community. We give to the place where our hearts are fed, where we experience support. And so I hope that this place is that for you, and this is our opportunity to give of our financial good to this community. And so every time that you give to this community, we give 10% of that to a nonprofit right here in Las Cruces. And this month, we are giving to Project Linus, and Project Linus provides handmade blankets to children 0 to 18 who are seriously ill, traumatized, or otherwise in need. So how wonderful it is that we share this blessing. So when you give here, you're giving out this month, you're giving to this wonderful Linus project. And so let's get our blessing up on the screen so that we can say that together before we move into our actual time of giving. And then we're gonna have a song, right? We're gonna have a song as those plates go around. Alrighty, here we go together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, in me. And so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And so I know, sweet Spirit, divine presence that is right here, that the goodness, the richness, the abundance of that one life of spirit is exemplified in these beautiful offerings today. And I know that these offerings go to bless and multiply this community, the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces, and expands beyond these walls and beyond these individuals to bless the city of Las Cruces. For this generosity, for this bounty, and for this opportunity to demonstrate the law of circulation, I am so deeply grateful. Thank you, God. Together we say, and so it is. Thank you. And for those that might not have brought cash or checks today, we do have the opportunity to donate on our website, and soon we will be getting a text to give option right here in our center. I'm working on it. It's coming. Thank you so much for being here today. After service, again, remember, if you need a quick shot of prayer, our practitioners with the turquoise stoles are available. What are we singing to close out, gang?
We're gonna go out and shine.
Go out and shine. So stand if you're able, and let's sing this together. We're getting the words up on the screen.
Go out
And shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine your light. You know that the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Step out and take a chance. Walk the talk, join the dance. Relax, enjoy the ride. Let kindness be your guide. You gotta go out and shine your light. You know that your time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. One voice, one head, one heart. Wanna change, make a start. We're one big family. What's good for you is good for me. Come on and go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Woo! Go out and shine, everybody. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you here next week.